Hey, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today, Chad Finn. Chad, you can't tell the players without a scorecard down there at Foxborough. We have gotten rid of Randy Moss. I hate to phrase it that way. We have imported an old favorite, Deion Branch. All right, Deion Branch has been 4 seasons with the Patriots, 4 seasons with Seattle. He's 31 years old. What do you make of all this with Deion Branch?
I think it makes Mr. Brady happy. He's maybe his favorite receiver he's ever had. I guess you could probably make an argument for Wes Walker there, or Troy Brown. But he's a guy who knows the system. They know what they're getting in him in terms of personality. He's not the receiver he was when he was here, but he can still be a pretty
31 years
piece.
old. Now, his numbers surprisingly match up quite well, Chad, in terms of such things as touchdown receptions. 4 years with the Patriots, he had 213 catches for 14 touchdowns in the regular season. We all know what he did in the Super Bowl. Average of 12.8. For 4 years in Seattle, only 177 catches, but 14 of them were for touchdowns, and the average is the same, 12.6. So he sounds like he's pretty much the same guy. I guess there was a big numbers crunch out there. He was caught in a thing where they had a lot of receivers, and he was expendable. 4th round pick. Hey, we talk about Randy went for a 4th. So in a sense, this is Randy went for a 3rd, right? Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Came for a 4th. But are we going to be able to frame this? It's a trade. And I mean, is that the way we're going to look at it?
I think so. You talk about those draft picks. They got a 1st rounder for him, so it works out in that regard. 4 years later, but he never quite was what Seattle thought he was going to be. They gave up the number 1. They gave him a lot of money. They looked at him as like a number 1 receiver, and what he is a very dependable.
Well, he had the cachet of a Super Bowl MVP. It amazes me in sports. It's like Carlos Beltran syndrome. Nobody's as good as Carlos Beltran was in those playoffs, and Deion Branch wasn't a number 1 great receiver. He happened to pick a very good day to have a very good day. Okay, but he is solid and reliable, and as Chad said, he's a guy that he knows there's not going to be any chemistry issues. Do you think, though, are we exaggerating that they can just pick up where they left off with the eye contact, with the breaking off of routes, all that stuff? Are we exaggerating that possibility?
I think we are. Brady said so himself that Branch is going to have a steep learning curve. Okay. Things have evolved since he was here, but he's a bright guy. He'll pick it up quick.
The question is, should Patriots fans feel substantially better today than they did the day after the Moss trade? Is this something that should make them feel better?
It should make them feel slightly better. At least there's depth there if Brandon Tate gets hurt.
Yeah, maybe if Randy had not caught a touchdown pass from Favre against the Jets, they would feel a little better. Still, it's a step in the direction of getting that passing attack back where it needs to be. I'm like everybody else. I can't wait for this next game. This is going to be fascinating. But welcome, Deion Branch.